How's it going everyone? My name is JJ, and for this video we will be attempting to complete Pokemon Crystal with nothing but a Miltank. This is my first attempt at one of these challenges, so we will see how things go. There are a few disclaimers and things I want to make clear now at the start of the video. I will only be using other Pokemon as a HM slave to help me progress through the game, however only Miltank will be used in the battles. I'll only be including significant moments from the game in this video as well, as Crystal in particular has 2 regions and a lot going on. The video would be hours long if I included everything, so for that sake and to keep the video shorter, I won't be including everything. This part of my script is wrote now, and then as I go through the game I'll carry on writing. And finally, I'm not an expert at Pokemon challenges. I've never even completed a Nuzlocke or anything like that, so top tier and high IQ plays won't be happening in these videos unfortunately. I hope you find the video entertaining nevertheless. With all that said, let's begin the challenge. So we wake up in New Bark Town and head downstairs to speak to our mum. We meet Professor Elm, who lets us have a Pokemon to join us on our adventure. We choose Miltank, nickname it subscribe, because that's what I want you all to do right now. And whilst you're there, be sure to leave a like on the video as well. Cheers. And now we can properly begin our adventure in Johto. When we're at Mr. Pokemon's house, he gives us an egg and we meet Professor Oak, who gives us a Pokedex as well. On our way back to Professor Elm, we run into someone who stole from his lab. We beat this random guy in a battle and get back to see Elm with a police officer. We tell the police officer the robber's name was Ad Rev because I couldn't think of anything else off the top of my head, and Ad Revenue is awful at points, and I feel Ad Revenue is the true villain for some YouTubers, so I went with Ad Revenue. We speak to our mum and tell her we're heading off. She will save our money for us, which later in the game can help us get in some useful items, and now the adventure begins. We have our first Pokemon battle that wasn't our rival and smash him. I'm slightly concerned with how slowly Miltank is taken to level up, so I feel a training montage will be a thing later on in the video. We will see though. We climb up the Sprout Tower and then we see Ad Revenue at the top. He exits and we fight the Bellsprout Guru. We battle our way through the first gym to get to Falkner, who is the leader. This battle wasn't too hard. The Pidgeotto with a critical hit Gust didn't do much on Miltank, so he was able to finish the battle pretty comfortably. And then we entered the Union Cave. After speaking to Kurt, we enter the Slowpoke well and start fighting through Team Rocket grunts. We fight the final grunt and at the end of the cave save Slowpoke. Then Kurt gives us a lure ball and now we can attempt the next gym. After getting through the gym, we can face Bugsy, the second gym leader. He uses bug type Pokemon and it was a breeze for Miltank, although I feel Cypher as the best Pokemon in the second gym of the game is a little bit extreme. We run into Ad Revenue once again, and he sends out his first Pokemon, and I realise we have an issue here. The only thing I can do is clear all my PP, use struggle all game, which is what I did. His Bayleaf caused some issues with Poison Powder, but we powered through and defeated him. We get to Goldenrod City and go straight to the gym where we fight through the trainers until we get to Whitney. I thought this would be a really hard battle as she is a notoriously hard gym leader and our Miltanks are similar level, but she couldn't use Attract and I spammed Mud Slap and worked out pretty good in the end. When we get to Ecruteak City, I heal up, teach Miltank Roll Out as it would be good for the next gym, and then head to the gym. Only to forget that we actually need to go to the tower first. So we go to the tower and see Ad Revenue again, battle and defeat him with no real issues. The curse from Haunter made me nervous, but it worked out alright, and then we see Suicune, Entei and Raikkoon. After this, we head to the gym and battle our way through. When we get to the end, we face Morty for our 4th gym badge. The Galaxy is no issue and I start the rollout each turn, it gets stronger and stronger. Galaxy uses Curse, which is annoying, but when you knock out a Pokemon, the Curse doesn't affect you. So I knocked out Haunter, Gengar and another Haunter with no issues from Curse. As we enter Olivine City, we see Ad Revenue again. He tells us the gym leader isn't there, so we head up the lighthouse to find her. Only to find out we actually have to go to Cianwood City to get some medicine for her Pokemon. When we get to Cianwood City and grab the medicine from this guy, and then head back to Olivine City to give her the medicine. After that, I thought I'd attempt to take Jasmine on, but failed horribly, and the last Pokemon Center I used was in Cianwood City, so I thought I'd try that gym, but then I remembered I don't have strength yet, so now I need to go back to Olivine City to get strength. Great. Alright, we got strength. And after doing some research into Miltank's movesets and everything, I need a fighting type move for Jasmine, and I get Dynamic Punch after I defeat Chuck at Cianwood City. So I'm heading back to the Goldenrod now to get Thunder Punch. It's a special attacking move for whatever reason, and our special attack isn't good, but it might be helpful for Chuck. I'm also going to go ahead and teach Attract now as well. So we get back to Cianwood, I get through the gym and face Chuck for the gym badge. His Primeape goes down with one hit, and then so does his Poliwrath as well because of a critical hit. so I didn't actually need to do anything beforehand for this. Not to worry, we got Dynamic Punch, and we head back to Olivine City to pay Jasmine a visit. Turns about Jasmine, the strategy for this is to use an X accuracy to help Dynamic Punch for Steelix, and then try and take the Magnemites out with Strength, which went pretty well actually. And all of a sudden, we now have our 6th gym badge. We head up towards Mahogany Town, and when we get there, we are advised to go north, which we do. We take out the Gyarados and then have a chat with Lance. Back in Mahogany Town, we go through Team Rocket Hideout and Lance gives us HMO6 Whirlpool. We battle our way through the 7th gym and then we come up face to face with Price. This battle was pretty simple. As we leave, we get a call from Professor Elm telling us about the Radio Tower broadcast from the Radio Tower in Goldenrod City, which is our hint to head back to Goldenrod City now. We just need to battle our way up the Radio Tower. So after we battle an imposter, we head back down the stairs to go to the underground basement. We come across Ad Revenue once more, and he defeats me. That curse does real damage, I won't lie. So we attempt it again, this time I beat him thankfully. So we get to the top and fight a Team Rocket executive, and are advised to go to Tin Tower, which will be our next stop. We use the Clear Bell at Tin Tower to face Suicune, and then we head to the Icy Path. When we get to Blackthorn City, we go straight to the gym and battle our way through until we reach Claire, the gym leader. We defeat Claire with no real issues, and she advises us to go to the Dragon's Den, but we need a Pokemon that knows Whirlpool, so I just need to go get one real quick. So we passed the quiz and got our last gym badge for Johto, which means we can take on the Pokemon League now. We defeat Will with little problem, and the same goes for Koga, Bruno and Karen, making the Elite Four pretty easy, but now we have to face Lance, the champion. It started off well. A track stopped Gyarados hitting me while I used an X attack, as well as start setting up rollout, which MVP'd throughout this playthrough. Both Dragonites go down. Aerodactyl is the same as well as Charizard, but I was paralysed so my speed was lowered, meaning they kept attacking first and the final Dragonite came out and finished me off. So we got to do all that again. So fly through the Elite Four again and reach Lance for the second time. This time I'm putting more emphasis on the X items and using 2 X attacks and 1 X accuracy. I'm not taking any chances. The attack stops Gyarados hitting me for a bit and then I begin to set up rollout. Gyarados goes down, then so does Dragonite 1 and 2 and then Aerodactyl. After I set up rollout for the final time, I take out Charizard with just 1 hit and his Dragonite with 1 hit as well. With that, we become the champion of Johto with just a Miltank. However, now we need to go through Kanto and defeat all the gyms there with our Miltank. So we go see Professor Elm and he gives us the SS ticket to go to Kanto. So we are here in Kanto and I go straight to the gym here. Lieutenant Surge is the first gym leader we face in Kanto and he goes down pretty comfortably actually. When we're at Saffron City, we go straight to the gym to face Sabrina. The battle only has 3 Pokemon, so we fly through this with ease. Then we head to Seldian City and go straight to the gym there as well. We face Erica, the grass gym leader. It's my own fault I ran out of PP for strength because I didn't heal at the Pokemon Center, so I eventually used an Ether and sweeped her team for the next badge. This puts our total up to 11 out of 16 gym badges. We next arrive at Fuchsia City to face the gym leader here. Janine has taken over from Koga, who is a member of the Elite Four now in Johto. She didn't stand too much of a chance against our Miltank, to be honest. With that, we got our 12th gym badge. Then we head north for Cerulean City, where we need to face a Team Rocket Grunt to go through with this side mission. To then go find Misty, to then have her to go to the gym so we can battle her. With that done, we face Misty for the Cascade badge, and to be honest, this took the longest so far, but it wasn't hard. We used rollout as normal and finished the match against Starmie with strength. That gave us gym badge number 13. Next we need to move Snorlax, and I didn't have the radio card, so I quickly grabbed that so we can carry on progressing through and find a few gyms. When we have that, we get this card from the Kanto radio station in Lavender Town, then face Snorlax. We can progress towards Pewter City through Diglett's Cave. When we get to Pewter City, we face Brock straight away. The rock Pokemon wasn't as much of an issue as I thought they would be, and it was a pretty comfortable battle. Then we head south, first to Verdinian City, then to Pallet Town, and then to what was Cinnabar Island, where we see Blue. We have a chat with him, and then he said he'll be waiting for us at Verdinian City Gym. But now we're going to head east, where we can find the 15th gym leader, Blaine. Comfortable battle as he only has 3 Pokemon, and with that we have our 15th badge and head straight to Verdinian City to face Blue. We began lucky in the first fight as his Arcanine took me out of extreme speed to clutch the game, but the rematch we made sure we won. And now with that we have all 16 gym badges and there's only 1 challenge left, Red. I want to get a bunch of special items as well as make sure Miltank is around level 80 before facing him, but first we need to battle through Mount Silver. After talking to Professor Oak, He gives us access to Mount Silver and we make our throw to get red. I over prepared for this. I feel I didn't do any research into Red's team. I based it on the Soul Silver and Heart Gold team, whereas Pokemon were mid to high 80s. So with that, I spent 5 minutes genuinely just stacking up on X items, and then I went to town on his Pokemon. Rollout for the first 5 turns was all KOs, and then his final Pokemon Blastoise OE Strength, and that was pretty simple and very easy. In the end for that battle, to just show how extreme I went with it, I used 5 X attacks, 1 X accuracy, a guard spec, a die hit, and about 4 X defense. And I also used a trap on Pichu, which spared me a lot as well. We managed to complete Pokemon Crystal with just a Miltank, with some help from some other Pokemon to help us get through the game as well as our HM slaves. Which Pokemon game and challenge should I do next? Let me know in the comments below. If you've got any improvements for the video or for a challenge for future videos, please let me know as well. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. And if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. I want to try and make these videos a weekly thing, along with the Pokemon tutorial videos as well. And maybe some top 5s, who knows. I'll see you all next time for another video. Bye.